Good morning, everyone, and happy 2022. We're excited to be back with another Daily Dose. Of course, I'm joined today by our CEO and President, John Parker. Hi, John.
Hey, Shoshana, good to see you.
Good to see you too. So things have started off with a bang here in the new year. And if you want to just kind of give a quick rundown on the state of the industry.
Yeah, it's interesting that we went through a lot in 2021, but there are times that in 2021, it seemed like we were getting out of this, if you remember. And, business was back pretty good in the summer months and even in the late summer. And then, Delta came and now we have Omicron. And I think everybody is trying to shift again. And, how do you operate in an environment where this, the COVID situation is probably going to be with us for a while. And, in Ohio, we've had a couple days in a row of 20,000 reported cases. Those are just the ones that reported. We know that because this is so contagious, it's sort of everywhere. The metric, though, that the health officials that we talk to are most focused on is hospitalizations. And we're about 6,200 people are in hospitals right now across the state. That's a very high and alarming number. And so the only way that we can lower that number and have that be less of an issue is to get more and more people vaccinated and with the booster. And so we're strongly encouraging to all of our members to not only do that, but try to get their staffs to do it and find ways to encourage them to do it, whether you give them time off or you give them a financial incentive. Those are the ways to protect yourself and protect your business. Because if not, what's happening is, and I've talked to just a number of our operators here yet so far this week, is that they're really scrambling. They had a staff shortage already. This has made it worse. And so what we're seeing is restaurants closing temporarily, and we're seeing fewer hours. Some big retailers just announced that they're going to be operating with much fewer hours. These are big national clothing retailers like Macy's that have announced they're going to be operating much, much fewer hours until we kind of get through all this. And so, for restaurateurs, one of the things you have to do is stay on top of the facts, what's going on. Stay close to the memos that we send out every week and special notes that we send out. Our social media is packed with a lot of updates so that we keep you in the low on that. For example, the CDC did shorten the days for isolating or quarantining to 5. And then, those details are all on our website. We want to make sure people know that because that could be the difference between a restaurant being closed for multiple days or being able to get reopened if folks are able to get through quarantine and retest. We do know that a lot of restaurants, Shoshana, are doing things like, of course, adjusting their hours. Some we're seeing adjusting their menus because of, making it maybe a little more simple operation. Plus, supply chain is going to be an ongoing issue. In fact, there's going to be some shortages of items based on what we're seeing and talking to our broadliners. Maybe a little more marketing and different types of marketing, emphasizing you have takeout and some sort of a pickup, which people got really good at in 2020. And thank goodness our industry did evolve. And those who have done well have gotten good at those things. So we're just going to have to continue to evolve. And the ORA, of course, is here to help in any way. Just call us, reach out anyway, and we're here to help.
Great. Yeah. So speaking of what the ORA has been up to, as always, we are interested in making sure, we're a voice for the industry at every level of government, as well as making sure that we're hearing all of the needs that our members are relaying to us. So what is the ORA currently doing to try to support the industry?
Well, the first thing is if you're a business over 100, on Friday of this week, the Supreme Court's going to be listening and considering the situation around requiring vaccine and testing for businesses over 100. So we will keep everybody up to speed on that as soon as we have information. We have encouraged people to put their policy together and to get ready in case the Supreme Court does not overturn that. And we have all those details, how to do that, including templates in our memos that you can access on our website. And if you can't find it, just call one of us or reach out on email. We also know that tax liability is coming around on some of the dollars that people got, whether it was the employee retention tax credit and so forth. And so please take a look at the information we've laid out in detail in our memos about that so that you appropriately make sure that, you're filing your taxes based on the rules that have been put in place. It is changing, it seems like all the time on what the IRS is requiring. So stay close to us, and we can even put you in contact with a couple of our experts, including one of our premier partners, which is GBQ, that they're an expert in that area, Shoshana. The COVID relief bill is something that we're talking to members of Congress within the last few weeks. I've been on conversations with Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. We've been talking to Senator Portman and Senator Brown. And we do think there's some opportunity for some sort of a broader based COVID relief bill, particularly now with Omicron. Within that is a request, of course, for $40 billion that we've had repeatedly to replenish the restaurant revitalization fund. So keep your fingers crossed on all those kind of things, as well as maybe getting Congress to consider extending the ERTC. We have no insight on that just yet, but we have requested that again. All this is in the form of our advocacy and letters to members of Congress, and obviously even reaching out to the White House with our National Restaurant Association Public Affairs team. That's on a federal level. Local level, as things are coming at us, we're going to make sure, Shoshana, we maintain great relationships. And so just recently, there's been a number of new leaders, elected and now sworn in to office. In Cleveland, we got to know incoming Mayor Justin Bibb, and so we're going to be spending some time with him, as well as City Council President there, Blaine Griffin. We'll be spending some time with those folks. Aftab Purvel, new mayor in Cincinnati, Jeff Mims, the new mayor in Dayton. All of our key cities will be spending time. And if you'd like to participate in that with myself, Todd, and some of our others, just let us know. And I think it's important that, now's the time to be active and active locally. And then when we ask you to help us on a national basis, please, whether we ask you to write a letter or to send an email or to make a call or join us for a call, please do it. We have to band together and really protect this industry at a very important time.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the best ways to stay involved and to get to know your local leaders is to attend some of our local restaurant alliances. So we will be continuing those in-person meetings to the best of our ability for the foreseeable future. So in particular, please be on the lookout for meetings in Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Columbus. That'll all be coming up this first quarter to make sure we have an opportunity to meet with those new leaders and also for members to ask questions and get to know them a little bit better too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one of our most successful events we've done over the years is Legal Center Live. So I know you're putting some thoughts together on that. When's that set for?
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to doing another Legal Center Live event this year. It will be March 9th in the morning. And the location is still to be determined, but we'll have a lot more information on that coming up really soon. So just be on the lookout. We'll get that out in time, plenty of time for folks to register and attend.
Yeah. And Shoshana, I guess it goes without saying, our members, are really kind of battling again right now. Some sectors of our industry are doing better than others, but, we're here. We're staying on top of everything. Our office is a combination of being in the office and remote based on the situation that everybody's in. It doesn't matter where we are, though. We're here. We're here for your calls, your emails, anything you need. Let us know, and we either have the answer or we'll quickly get it for you, and we'll fight like as hell, as they say in the Army, right, to represent this industry. So
absolutely. Great. Well, thanks for taking some time this morning, John, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, Shoshana.